ninjutsu really is based on survival. It's not a sport martial art. It's really the objective is to survive by whatever means, and not getting caught up in ego, proving issues to people, proving yourself to people. It's literally to extricate yourself from a bad position and get away as cleanly as possible.
Hey, alright, I'm Lee. Thanks for letting me in your house. Yesterday we did Wing Chun. My sort of, like I said, with my preconceptions with Wing Chun were kind of similar to what we actually went through in the session, and I feel that it was really sort of complete system. It was a real honour to meet Samuel as well. So yeah, overall Wing Chun I thought was really, really good, and it's something that I kind of feel like I adapted to pretty well. I feel like if I was going to maybe, you know, go down the route of a martial art, I'd quite like to just maybe look into that.
What does martial arts mean to you?
Martial arts, what does it mean to me? It's like a honing of all your skills, all the things you were born with that you can make. It's like polishing a gem. You start off with the raw item or the raw crystal, and slowly you work away at it through training, and it gets, you know, shinier and shinier, or you can liken it to the piece of metal that you polish and sharpen, and slowly it becomes this beautiful forged sword. Today we're doing ninjutsu, and to be honest I haven't got a clue what to expect from this. I really don't know what's going to happen, because you hear the word ninja and you kind of think, oh god, bloody hell. It's a continuous evolution. I'm always learning something. If I wasn't, I wouldn't do it anymore. I'm only driven by stuff that where I can continuously learn, and I've been doing this now for 35 years, and I feel like nothing when I go and train in Japan, like absolutely nothing. But very briefly, what I may think it could be is of a similar system of sort of more of a self-defense thing rather than an actual sport martial art. So maybe it might be more practical than, say, others. Maybe less form, I'm really not too sure, but we'll check it out and we'll see what happens, and then we'll get stuck in.
To give a bit of background to this, ninjutsu, there's random, since I've been a kid, there's random academies, there's random classes. Ninjutsu is an extremely misunderstood thing, and if you get back to Japan and what ninjutsu meant in Japanese culture, it was kind of guerrilla warfare. Again, there's a bit of the Krav Maga thing. It was a shinobi no mono, people that were considered less than human in Japan because they were kind of like gypsies. They were sent into the hidden villages. There's this epic history of it. It's very real. It's not kind of the fantasies that we hear. It's not kind of the they come by night and they attack like vampires or whatever and steal our firstborn. It's not like that. It's kind of, to demystify it, it was a way of life for a set of people, and it was almost a tribal concept. There was a massive need for it in Japan, where these hidden villages were called upon by the shogunate to do little sort of black ops and guerrilla warfare for the Japanese shogunate.
So as he punches here, I'm going to control it. See how I give a bit here when he punches. Here. And just make his balance just come towards me a bit. As he punches here, I take this here. I cover here. As he punches here, I'm going to catch this here and take it here. Here, and I yield a bit with it as he make contact. So he kind of upsets his balance onto his toes. Then if he starts to punch with the second hand here, I block here, maybe use my head here.
Elbow lock. This is more
control. Yeah.
So you end up with this lock here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can put some pressure on that. Yeah. And then go from more. And then you come back from there and break it away.
Yeah.
So guys, be careful when we're doing this, watch. So as he punches here, I come here. But I want to be in a distance where I see some of you like kind of reaching for this, and you're breaking your own posture. So as he punches here, here, I catch this here, and then turn this through. You know, from here, he's in a really broken position. There's knees, stuff, bang. Break the ribs as well.
Let's see how I make you go there. If you do this bad, if you stop resisting that, now we've got 5. I want to make sure you go down. Oh yeah, it's on good.
So here, I just cover here. Then, look at his posture. I'm just breaking his posture more and more. I don't really have to do very much. Let's go. Use your palm. I'll use this. Here, look. So this is.
These things aren't easily taught, and they're not necessarily a martial arts structure. It's more of a complete way of life. So when you think about that, you think about how does that then transform, how does it teach that? There's a guy in Japan that taught Simon Yo, who was teaching us, who was our instructor for ninjutsu in London. And Simon Yo's instructor, his father was a bit of a folk hero, a bit of a legend. So this is second generation, and his mother, the Japanese instructor of Simon's mother,
Dr. Hatsumi.
Dr. Hatsumi, thank you, Lee. His mother was actually allegedly from a hidden village, one of the ninjutsu villages. So this guy had a cluster of styles. He had Aikido at an advanced level, he had this and he had this and he had this and he had this, all taught to him from an early age. Which would indicate that ninjutsu is a cluster of styles.
Here. I'm going to take this here. Here. Let's go.
We're walking into it. So once I then into this. Yeah.
Okay guys, watch, let's move on now. 1, 2, here. I've maybe threatened him with the head, so this will make his face go back a bit. Here, this makes his chin come up, poof. He won't see that. Let's go.
It's even. You can come up the elbow.
Don't be time, Charlie. You look the elbow from here.
But see, let's check this out. So as you punch here, so you've got to step, but you're not stepping, so if you just go like you were doing there, you're not going to hit me. So you've got to think about your range. So I'm here, you've got to, you need to come at me. And that's what's setting you up now. So as you punch, here, and we can come in here.